Seeing the Bigger Picture by Tabria Good. Why do we often fail to see the bigger picture? I believe we often fail to see the bigger picture because we are so caught up in our careers and social media. Most of our careers consist of some type of technology being used, like a computer or a work phone. I remember when my mom used to work at Kia, she was given an iPhone as a work phone. This was the coolest thing I had ever seen because iPhones were just beginning to trend. However, she paid more attention to that work phone than she did to her family. It always took her attention, and she always felt as if she was missing something dealing with work if that iPhone was not beside her. When people arrived, they tied their smartphones, their Facebook pages, and their television shows. Monterino, 2015. Social media can be undoubtedly very addicting. As I was going through my pregnancy, I did a break from social media to focus on myself and my growing baby. But during that break, I missed it so much. I craved for someone to tell me social media news at that time. Social media makes you feel like you're personally connected to famous people, but sometimes it can be extremely discouraging, especially when it comes to comparisons. What are my priorities? My priorities have shifted since I started this course. I was putting unimportant things before important things. However, with meditation and mindfulness practice, I have developed the discernment to choose the things that are most important to me. Right now, my priorities are my daughter, my home, my career, school, and my small business. According to Leon Ho at lifehack.com, some tips to help prioritize our lives are learning how to leverage our time, determine the value in any task or action, and to start the task with intention. Ho 2021. The opportunity to make a difference and how. Merriam-Webster definition of the idiom make a difference is defined as to cause a change or to be important in some way. Merriam-Webster 1828. The opportunity that I must make a difference is as a teacher's aide. Most of my students have medical conditions that hinder them from being successful without extra help. I am accomplishing them by showing up at my job as my best self every day for my students. I make sure that anything I am dealing with outside of my workplace, those emotions do not come into my workplace. I am also very compassionate, extremely compassionate with my students. Do I believe I have reached my full potential? I do not believe I have reached my full potential because I do not have the things that I have always dreamed of and aspired to have. I'm not a millionaire yet, I don't have my own house yet, and I'm not in my set career yet. I believe that I have so much more to offer myself and my daughter. Reaching my full potential is something that I have always put a lot of pressure on myself about. Kaplan says that in order to reach our full potential, we must know ourselves, excel at critical tasks, and demonstrate character and leadership. Kaplan, 2008. How great can I be? How do I intend to get there? And what is holding me back? I know that I could be really great. I believe this because I am simply a great person, in my opinion. I work hard, I take care of my family, and also the people around me. I intend to be great by having faith, continuing to work hard, and focusing on the bigger picture. I believe that I can accomplish anything in life. I will start to focus on commitment and not motivation. Light, 2016. I am not always motivated, so it is important for me to remain focused on the end goals and what I believe my daughter and I deserve out of life. The main thing holding me back right now is my own self. I tend to make excuses and procrastinate. These are my references. Thank you.